And this is all new tonight at 10. A health alert for pregnant women living within a half-mile of a fracking site could pose serious risks for babies. That's what a new large-scale study shows for the first time. Denver 7's Jacqueline Allen is digging into it. And Jacqueline, the findings have huge implications here in Colorado.
In a state where fracking is happening right next to neighborhoods. The most shocking finding in this study is that infants born within a half-mile from a fracking site were 25% more likely to be born at low birth weights, leaving them at greater risk of problems such as infant mortality, ADHD, and asthma.
We're right in this loop.
David Nolan knows exactly where the closest fracking well will be to his home in Broomfield.
This is the closest well to us. So you're talking about maybe a block away.
So he was especially interested in this new 5-year study, tracking more than 1 million births in Pennsylvania. Researchers compared infants born to mothers living near drilling sites to those living farther away, before and after fracking began.
That's a huge concern for me, especially since we have a pad that's pretty close to 1 kilometer away from us.
The study found lower birth weights in infants whose mothers lived up to 2 miles from fracking sites. But the Colorado Oil and Gas Association disputes the findings, saying this study makes bold claims while conducting no emission measurements. It would be wise not to apply questionable data from a Pennsylvania study to Colorado oil and gas operations. They point to this recent state health department study showing the risk for harmful health effects is low for Coloradans living near oil and gas sites.
Myself and my wife are thinking about having kids, but the proposed fracking is worrisome.
For David, the primary concern is health. See, he's a doctor. He says this latest study is more compelling evidence that maybe he should move.
We have data that continues to mount that's being ignored, basically, that this could cause harm. And I think that has to be taken more seriously.
And it's interesting that for mothers who lived more than 2 miles from fracking sites, there was no indication of any health impact at all to newborns. Now, the researchers say while they believe that fracking does have health impacts, they don't know why yet. It could be air, water, chemicals, traffic. They say that's something they want to research more.
Concerning, though, for sure.
Definitely gets your interest.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
Thank you, Jacqueline.